Hello guys, this is Terraria Expert Austin and Sam. Welcome back to another Terraria Terrific World video, everyone. Welcome back, it is Terraria. Literally, this stream is going to be about half an hour because this is ridiculous. It's about 3 minutes past 11. I'm halfway through editing my Survival Army video. I didn't do this video last night because I was in dire straits. I had no internet for some weird reason, but I could still, use Final Cut because, it's a software on your computer. It doesn't really require an internet connection. Bloody hell, I need to slow down. But yeah, hello, welcome back. I've got to kind of be quiet because it's about 4 minutes past 11 at night. Streaming. I've got about 13 gigabytes on my computer. So this video, it's not going to be very long, but it's probably not going to be very long anyway, just as a result of how late it is and stuff like that. So welcome back to Terraria. When did I last do Terraria? I've literally just ran up the stairs as well, so I'm out of breath and all that. So yeah, I just gonna get a cup of tea because I was like, bloody hell, I've been editing all evening. I haven't even had time to, I don't know, have a little afternoon nap. I always tell you about my afternoon nap when I come home from school. Pretty funny. So yeah, I don't know, I've just been editing this Survival Army video because it needs to come out because I started editing it around, was it Friday last week or Thursday? And I'm doing some kind of crazy editing that I've never done before, so it's kind of like, Survival Island. I've gone to get the moon aliens back to the moon, and I've used my community world as like a way to get them back using a rocket ship, and I need to edit a rocket ship and go into space in Minecraft and all that. So it's a bit like Stampy, but I don't know if you still watch Stampy, but it's kind of a little bit. I wouldn't say better than that, but I don't end up going on the moon, but the editing is just a little bit more special. Oh yeah, he edited his rocket ship stuff in 2012, so I'm not going to say anything. Anyway, welcome back. I did a stream at the airport yesterday. I keep saying welcome back, you all know what I'm doing. It's like I've returned from YouTube. What's he done? I went to the airport yesterday, enjoyed that. I was about to do this video last night, but I couldn't because there's no internet connection. BT were installing some fibre cable, so I don't know if this stream will be, latency free, I'm not too sure. Oh, everyone's joined now. We Gaming says, have to go to bed soon, but I'll watch for 10 minutes. Alright, you can do so, but don't, I don't know. Also, the reason why my mic has been quiet for the last couple of videos, not because I don't care about my gaming videos anymore, which it does look like that, doesn't it? I'm doing more bloody airport streams than gaming videos, it's ridiculous. What were we doing in the last video? Yeah, I was about to make some solar stuff, wasn't I? Basically what's happened with my microphone, in regards to my microphone, basically, the gain on my computer, it's nothing to do with the stream or the setup. I've had it down to about 62%. I need to, 72, and that's what it was for the whole of the summer. And I remember briefly in September when I was about to do that Friday vlog called, what was it called? Back in the swing of it or something. Yeah, I remember looking at my audio gain. I was like, bloody hell, that's quite high for gaming videos, if you know what I mean, because I normally have it lower. But now as a result, what? Oh yeah, my battery's low. I don't play games much. I'm gonna die as well. How do I get myself out of this little scenario? Charge your batteries. Yeah, I'm just going to go downstairs and I'm just going to put the stream on pause. I'll be back in a minute. Sorry about that. Oh god. Oh no, I haven't paused the stream, sorry. Welcome. So that's to charge my batteries. That'll take ages. Put some new batteries in. It's amazing that. The last two in the cupboard. Imagine if someone had used that for another controller. It's funny because my sister's got a PS4 right now. Not the new one. Everyone's talking about it, aren't they? The new iPhone and the new PS4 and the new Xbox or something. And we're doing about it in business studies today, and how things, when it's short demand, the price goes up. So like the new Xbox will cost about £400 retail. The new Xbox, whatever it is, I don't know what it is. And is that the rain outside? Bloody hell! Oh, it's a plane. It's a plane going over. The new but if you want it for Christmas on eBay, they'd put it up for something like £800, if you know what I mean, because there's low demand. But as retail stocks up on the new Xbox, they'll sell it for less, if you know what I mean. So it's kind of like economics of business and stuff. Yeah, I'm doing all about that in business. Like last year it was kind of like the fundamentals of business studies, but this year it's like everything. And yeah, I've got a lot out of it in terms of education and knowing business and stuff like that. Not like the back of my hand, but yeah, I'm understanding it a lot more than I used to, or whenever I thought business was about 2 years ago. I don't know, just thought, oh, it's when you work, but now it's about money and stuff like that, so I'm doing all that. You all know. What was I going to say? Yeah, the microphone has been quiet because I've put my gain down about 4 decibels, which really does make an effect. So that's why. Does sound louder. Regaming says, yeah. Smile24 says, watch the stream on Sunday. It was brilliant. Oh yeah, did you enjoy it? Yeah, stream, what was it? I was calling it 33.1. Sorry, 34. You stream 34. Yeah, label my streams in numbers. Because I don't know, it's just easier to know what's going on. Because they're all the same, you see. They're not like Big Jet TV where something different happens every stream. They're all the same. So I have to put a number and a barcode on them to make them feel better, or a different thumbnail. Yeah, all the thumbnails for those streams are mine, if you know what I mean. They're mine for my SL Aviation photography. So some haven't been developed yet, but some have been taken, and actually some of them in the streams themselves. Oh, this is ridiculous, this, isn't it? I'm so weak in Terraria. Look at this. Am I gonna die again? I'm not gonna die again. There we go, I'll just summon that thing. That does quite a lot of damage. Yeah, I got that 2 years ago, remember? Look at it. Go on. Kill everything. Yeah, we need to make solar armor. The pillar vortex stuff and the lunar event. Yeah, the armor that comes with that. I don't even know anymore. Oh my god. I have played Terraria 1.3. Is it 1.3? Yeah, Terraria 1.3. But they're working on Terraria 1.4 now. Or it's already out. I don't even know. You know what? My news in terms of, or my knowledge in terms of gaming news is so short nowadays. I don't even know what the new Xbox is. I know it's the PS5, but the new Xbox, I don't know. I don't know what it's called. Is it Xbox Scorpio? I don't know. Because I'm not interested in playing loads of games at the moment, because I'm educating myself in probably a better surroundings. That's amazing, that, isn't it? I don't want to piss you all off, but in terms of gaming, I really thought, it's my future and I want to work in the gaming industry or something like that. But ever since, I won't say 2014, because it's taken a while to kind of acknowledge how special aviation is and how much more academic it is as a subject than gaming, if you know what I mean, the gaming industry. Don't get me wrong, the gaming industry is pretty tough and in terms of, but it's more just business strategies and trying to get money nowadays, so I don't really want to be part of that. If it was the same designing and game philosophy that went into games like, Skyrim nowadays, I'd be interested in it, but seeing as most, I'd say the culture of Bethesda is kind of rotten now, I don't really want to work, or I was going to work for Bethesda, or maybe take a part in working on video games. They're like nurses, they all end up really fat because they're all sat on their bum all day. But no, I do want to get into something a bit better than that, if you know what I mean. Educate myself on aviation for the last, I'd say 1 year actually, because the funny thing is, ever since I came back from Lanzarote 2019, I don't know what it is, but every time I come back from a holiday I'm interested in aviation, and that lasts about 4 months, and then by December or January I'm not interested anymore. I'm still interested in planes, but I haven't got that same attachment to it, if you know what I mean. It's like, oh yeah, I only like it when I come back from holiday. Come back from holiday. I suppose it's just the nature of me. Other people, but yeah, planes, yeah, I liked them when I liked them, really. And that was it. But ever since, have you noticed, 2019, I know I've like really, I don't know why, but maybe it's because I'm older and I think, oh yeah, it's a job opportunity if I really like it that much, and I think more it's to do with my audience and people being interested in aviation and all of that. The game says it is getting big on your side, but still like the gaming videos. Yeah, I mean everyone can like what they want to like, but in terms of gaming videos, yeah, I enjoy making gaming videos as much as I do making aviation videos, like the podcasts and all that. A little bit of news on the camcorder streaming setup. Yeah, I can't do it. I can do it, but I've bought all this stuff, and yeah, it doesn't work. I bought a capture card, this HDMI capture card. I'm a little bit pissed off, to be honest, because I thought it would plug straight in to the computer from the HDMI lead on the other, the female adapter, and then into the HDMI micro in the camcorder, and I thought I could get picture, but no, it's never that simple. I have to buy a Blackmagic something that's £200, so nearly more expensive than the camcorder itself, just to stream. Why can't it be inbuilt into the camcorders? And my poor father again is going to do the milk round, and yeah, I don't know, phone Panasonic tomorrow and see if there's any solutions. No, they'll probably sell them something that doesn't work, because that's the technology industry. I've had so many incidences with them not being honest and selling people turkeys and just lying. I don't trust them anymore. I really don't. And to be honest, I hate investing in new technology because I have to go down to that sort of level of people. I know that's really, really harsh, but it's true. I do think that. I think not that aviation's the best, because it's not. So look at the bloody Max and the culture of Boeing at the moment. It's farcical. But I just don't like bullshitting, and you know what I mean. I've got that no nonsense attitude. So yeah, I don't really have time for people saying, oh yeah, there is a way to do it, but there's a £400 solution. I hate that. I think everyone else hates that. Release dates on stuff, things that cost more than they really should. I just don't like that. I don't know if you might, but I'm never one to throw my money at things that, will do the job but are really expensive, because I just don't see the point, if you know what I mean, in buying it. And why can't it be integrated in a camcorder, like my camcorder? Why can't my camcorder stream directly to YouTube? Why do I need a £200 thing, HDMI converter to video, screen recorder basically, to convert that? Why is it so difficult? I probably know why. Probably because they want you to buy their second-hand stuff, but it is annoying. Yeah. Big Jet TV never says how he does it. Cruel. Bloody hell, Squiddy. Who was that? Smile24? No, he did say how he did it. He uses a Terraria, and they're about £3,000. I know, just to go live on a camcorder. His camcorder's about £300, and to go live on the camcorder, you'd think, it would cost about, I don't know, it'd be like an application on the camcorder, or a device that comes in the box. No, it's not. It's not that simple. We're in 2020, but it's not that simple, I tell you. Because the people making it are simple. It does one job and one job only. It's a camcorder. And I know that's its job, but everybody say, oh well, it's not meant for streaming, but it is a little bit annoying that you have to invest in £3,000 stuff just to stream on a device. That's about £300. You know what I mean? It just seems like ludicrous. It's like, well, I'm not paying for the Blackmagic thing, because anything Blackmagic I know doesn't work, or either you're just paying for the name. I've never used a Blackmagic application before, piece of hardware, so I haven't got the right to say, but I've heard some things. Oh, this is just a rant. This will just be a half an hour rant. Not a Terraria video, just a half an hour rant, bitching about why I can't go live on my camcorder. And it's funny because People just like, oh, typical Sam. But I will get it sorted. I will go live. My camcorder. But I'm just investing at the moment. I've bought all this stuff. Like I've even shown an initiative as well. I don't even like technology that much. Well, I do, but I hate having to negotiate and work. You know, like work through impossible solutions just to do one simple thing. You know what I mean? I hate that. Just because one stupid company called Panasonic can't be bothered offering, I don't know, a HDMI to HDMI micro in the box. You know what I mean? How simple is that? Even Apple do that. They offer headphones and a charging port. But no, Panasonic just can't put anything in the box. The manual's online to save paper, which I know is economical, but yeah, not everyone has a computer. But everyone has a camcorder, yeah. Makes sense, doesn't it? And everyone has a phone, yes. Oh, that's stupid. I'm going to stop bitching, I'll get it sorted. But I've just bought this HDMI recorder that was about £18. And it claimed if it plugged into a HDMI and went into a USB, it would just record anything from that HDMI. But no, it hasn't worked. I need a black magic thing. So what's the point of it existing if it doesn't work? What's it for? What's its purpose? Maybe it's used for Streamlabs because OBS is more difficult. Yeah, it is. Probably. But I'm not using Streamlabs. That's second class. I want to use OBS because I wouldn't say used to OBS, but I know OBS, how it works, and it's not really made for Mac, if you know what I mean, OBS. So you got to buy a lot of devices for it to recognise stuff. At least we're talking about technology, not aviation. Like I hate, and I honestly do, I hate talking about airplanes in gaming videos. I really do. But once everyone is talking about it, it's like, oh well, I'll talk about it then. WeGaming says, I would suggest phoning Panasonic if I were you. Yeah, I would. Just to see if there's anything. Because they made the bloody thing, you know what I mean? So, no, did you make the Panasonic VX1? No, I'm just customer service, mate. But you call Panasonic? Yeah, I know, but I'm just a representative. Oh, God. Any funny things happened today from WeGaming? What, at school? Well, yeah. Like, every day's different, isn't it? At school. But for me at a moment, it's quite humorous because this year 10 girl is, and I just, whenever she sees me, she calls me Ben 10. Hi Ben 10. Hi Ben 10. A couple of weeks ago it was like, hello Canadian guy. And I just said to her, well, that is quite incorrect because I never said I hate Canadians. And today what happened? She said, hi Sam 10. So she knows my name now, Sam 10. Sam 10. Or Ben Sam. And I'm going to get making this armour. And then she said, all of her year 10 mates, all of her mates started, I don't know, sitting on the same bench as me today. You know, the bench I talk about them. You know, got my ATC. It's funny that, isn't it? Yesterday my ATC was low on batteries at the airport. Today I had it running all day. Not all day, but for about 2 hours straight on the bench. And it didn't beep, it didn't show a low battery warning or notification. So, and that's amazing, that, isn't it? Maybe it's because it's Liverpool and not as much frequency comes through the speaker, because it has to transpond and encode the signal, doesn't it? Technically it's illegal to listen into ATC, but if they're selling them, I'm assuming it's kind of one of those things where it's like, oh, you know, it's technically illegal to not recycle. Apparently it is, but who cares? I mean, yeah, I put the right things in the bin, but I do more of that in art, because the teacher's like, oh, the art department's now eco-friendly. You put the bottles and the plastics in the recycle, and you put the paper in the non-recyclable. So yeah, pretty interesting, because you can't really recycle paper, can you? It's not really doable. And I put a plastic milk, in art where a plastic milk bottle for something. And Richard said, "Oh Sam, you don't put the plastic bottle in the non-recyclable anymore. We used to do that, mate." And honestly, I wouldn't really know, to be honest. But me, he's really funny. Yes, Richard one-ups me in art. Anyway, yeah, all these girls sat on the same bench as me, obviously on this other side. I think social distancing isn't a thing anymore. Yeah, they were kind of saying, "Oh, why have you got a walkie-talkie? What are you doing?" And they said, "Hi, Ben 10. They all call me Ben 10. About 10 girls in year 10 call me Ben 10 now. I don't know why. I mean, guys, if you think I resemble any resemblance, oh, that's stupid, that, isn't it? Is this where it's become? Any resemblance? Yeah, of Ben 10. Please let me know. Please let me know. But anyway, yeah, they call me little gobshite. And they said, "Why have you got a walkie-talkie?" And then they were like taking selfies of each other, and then they started like, one got behind me, and I think they were trying to take selfies of me. So somewhere on Instagram right now, there's probably those 3 girls, and then just me with my little, my little flight logbook, looking sadder than ever. All you can do is play it cool though, can't you? Living the dream, Wii Gaming says. Bunch of women. Oh no, it's not that, but it looks like that, doesn't it? And people are looking. It's like it's not what it looks like. It's not a sixth former who's going out with about 10 or 3 year 10 girls. It doesn't look like that. And then another one comes over and sits down, and they're like, "Who's this?" And he's like, "Oh, it's Ben 10." And they said, "Well, what are you doing?" Is it a calculator? I know, guys. Smart 24, Wii Gaming, the ATC. Apparently, it looks like a calculator. A calculator? What calculator do you know that has a radar? I know, it's ridiculous. And I said, "No, what calculator do you know? It doesn't even have decimals on it." And she said, "Well, what is it then?" And I said, "Well, it's an ATC. I can listen to Liverpool Tower, and the aircraft's flying over, and I jot them down in this book and get the chemtrails." And one of them said, "Whoa, really?" Like, it's probably a surprise because they've never spoken to someone before with such I don't know, a pronounced passion. But the thing is, it's not pronounced until you come up and speak to someone. You know what I mean? Because the guy today said, "Hi, I was just wondering what, like, this little year 7 lad, really polite. I thought he was taking the mick off. I said, 'Hi, I wonder what you were doing. I see you every break time. I just wonder what you're doing.' I said, 'Oh, I'm just it's just a little hobby. Just the aircraft. I get them listen to the director at Liverpool Tower, and I jot them down in my book.' I could have just said I'm plane spotting. He said, 'Oh, okay, thank you.' And then he went off, and I was like, 'Alright.' And then some other lad came towards me, second break, and he said, 'Have you seen anything?' I was like, 'Alright.' And he said, 'Have you seen any planes?' I was like, oh, this is getting shared around now, isn't it?" But no, I do seem to recounter that I spoke to him maybe on Thursday or Friday because he wondered what I had. Like, we see the ATC and they think, "Oh, has he got a walkie-talkie? Can he speak to the teachers or something if he sees like naughty things going on?" But now they come up and ask, and I tell them what it is. I say, "No, it's not a walkie-talkie. It's not a talkie-walkie. It's a ATC. I can listen to Liverpool Tower." Anyway, these girls were saying, "Well, really? Is that what you want to do when you're older?" One said, "Is that your job? Is that your job?" And I said, "No. Well, I'm hoping to maybe take flying lessons in the next 2-3 years. Maybe, guys, maybe. You never know." But I said, in terms of being a pilot, they're not requesting until 2025 or 2026, so I've got plenty of time to, educate myself. I do want to do that. I want to at least maybe fly a plane or have some knowledge on, because that's what I call him Neil Phillips. His name's Noel Phillips. He's a YouTuber, but he can apparently fly mini props. I saw him the other day, and he was eating a McDonald's in his prop. He's a YouTuber. I just thought, how professional is that? He's eating he went up to somewhere to get a McDonald's, and he flew down, and halfway through his flight he was eating a McDonald's, saying, "Oh, best Happy Meal ever." I know, Happy Meal, and he's a man. He's a sad man. And I was just like, well, at least someone's gotta make the pilot scheme look bad, and that's him. Oh no, he's a good YouTuber, but I think just his most recent videos aren't as good as they used to be. But you see it all the time. As soon as they hit 100,000, they start to get really big and not sign off properly, or just do minimal editing and just create a really long video. A bit like me. But now these girls were saying, "Oh, so you want to be a pilot?" And I said, I go to Manchester Airport every weekend. I know, saying this to a bunch of year 10 girls, I was just like, well, you wouldn't know anything about this, so I just kind of gave them the most. Oh, you can't say, oh yeah, I go down to Manchester Airport, bring my camera, and I've got an SL Aviation channel, and I sometimes get 16 landing, because they're not interested in that. We said, what, are you going to become a pilot? And I said, maybe. I might want to fly the props first, but not like a big jetliner, like a 767. And I said that, and I just had to pinch myself. Because I've sat in the cockpit of a 767. Not flown it, but, you know what I mean? I kind of had to pinch myself, because it was like, I'm talking to people here about my favourite aeroplane. So it's kind of like, call it sad, I know, but it's an interesting situation, because there's all these sixth form lads who are always perving away, and they're like playing football and showing off their skills, and I'm just sat there with a radar. You don't have to have a fancy hairdo, you don't have to have an expensive coat, you just need a radar, a little bit of common sense, a notebook, and there you go. All the women flee to you like a magnet. It's like a fan club, I'm telling you. But probably because I'm the only sixth former who actually speaks to I think I'm the only sixth former in my year that actually has time. I don't like to big myself up because it's just stupid, but who speaks to, maybe because I've done prefecting duties, or maybe it's because I work in the art department every Tuesday, but you kind of end up speaking to the younger years. But now I do speak to a lot of the younger years, very often. Not all the time, but quite often, more than the sixth formers. I know, it's amazing that I speak to more of the younger years than the sixth formers. Not because I'm some weird pervert, but just because they they ask me questions and I just share a bit of my knowledge. That's all you can do, if. Yeah, and then they said, what did you say, man? They said, whoa, really, whoa, and I said, oh, assuming you're going to tell your little friend that. And then they went away and said, oh, he's listening to Liverpool Tower. Yeah, read out the decimals. And yeah, again says that's just so cool. Yeah, now I should tell it to all my little friends who watched the stream. Dylan, Craig Nichols. I know we got someone from Amsterdam watching yesterday, or from the Netherlands, and we got Dan Rocky as well. So I'll tell my my little mates about that funny encounter. I'm a supporter of the aviation industry. It's something to be proud of in terms of kind of like teaching the younger years, like just your interests really. Your 10 girls sat with me. I was just like, well, I might as well tell. Well, they asked me what I was doing, so I just said, well, listen, this is what I do. I'm collecting the airplanes every Tuesday. Or they were just kind of staring at me in like amazement, so I just kind of added to it. I was just like, well, every weekend I go to Manchester Airport and just sit there for about 7 hours, just watching aircrafts, getting registrations, and that's all this mess you see here. And they just laughed. And then I think it said to one of them said well, I don't know. I think it was a couple of weeks ago. One of them said, "Oh, if you hate Canadians, you must be so clapped." And I just said, "Well, I find that rather blasphemous." That's what I said. I don't know what clap means, but I think it means if you're stupid or don't know. I don't know. I'm not familiar with the phrase. I'm used to rich meanings of speech. Oh, listen to me. No, I'm not. The idiot lad from the Wirral doesn't know what he's talking about. He just thinks he likes aviation. He doesn't actually. Why do we keep migrating to this place? Yeah. It is a perk though, being in sixth form. It's a perk. What, speaking to the younger years? Yeah, I suppose it is. Yeah. I'm not getting anything out of it. It's just, I just enjoy it because, not because I'm getting attention from younger ladies, but just because I get to share my knowledge with younger people, tell them what I want to do when I'm older, and that I've got this crazy passion in aeroplanes, and but they found it amazing. They were like, "Whoa, really?" Which I suppose to them, they've never really had any interest or contact with someone who's really been into a subject and like that, and I'm kind of like that bit older, and it's it's kind of like, well, I'm at the end of my school life. What are my plans next? You know what I mean? What gear am I reaching for next in my life? If you know what I mean. So it's kind of like they always want to know, and what I'm. One of them said, "Well, why are you here then? if I like aeroplanes." I was just like, "Well, I'm getting my maths and my BTEC. I want to try and improve on my maths. I did get a maths GCSE, but I think it's important if I want to get into an industry that requires a lot of numbers and focuses and digits and decimals. You need to be good at your maths. So I'm just trying to get a little bit better. I need to get my English. But business studies I've already got, but I'm doing it again to get a higher grade. So I am educating myself more to what I want to tune myself into in the future. So that's why I'm at my school. I didn't say all that, but I just said, well, I'm getting my maths, I'm getting my English, I'm getting my... They were very accepting of the whole... I mean, they would be, you can't really challenge someone who likes aviation, because it's just, you can maybe challenge someone who likes boats or trains. It's kind of like, you like trains, how old are you too? But with aviation, I think everyone knows that it's such a concentrated subject, a mature subject, and along a wide spectrum, children, adults, the older folks, you know what I mean, the media. It's a very well paid and very academic subject, and I don't think people think twice about challenging someone who's in the company of it. I feel, and I've seen, so it's rather, it's a very resilient industry, if you know what I mean. It's not like the automotive where they can't even create electric cars. They're just saying, oh, hybrid this, hybrid that, and if you want a full electric car, it's about £33,000. That's not resilience or really caring about global emissions. Even the aviation industry, they were planning on reducing chemtrails. Now, chemtrails are formed by water vapour, soot, and high altitude. I watched a video about it. Was it Kobe X planes? It's a good YouTuber. It's always in your face. It's like good stuff. Yeah. Watched a video the other night about Embraer, but I told you as well about Embraer and Boeing dropping Embraer. Well, that was about 6 months ago. But yeah, they've royally screwed up Embraer. In terms of aviation and the aviation industry's approach to global emissions, yeah, they were planning on they're always finding ways in the aviation industry how to reduce carbon emissions and greenhouse gases, and they were hoping to maybe either fly at lower altitudes to reduce chemtrails, because chemtrails don't actually have much of a global impact as you might think. When all the planes are flying at once, yeah, they do, but chemtrails, once chemtrails are gone, they don't have an effect anymore. But chemtrails are really harmful when there's cloud or at night time. So maybe reducing, and we're working around that. But in the automotive industry, they don't give it a flying tutney toss about, how the emissions, and aviation are working on hydrogen planes, zero emission, more fuel efficient engines, higher bypass ratio engines, and flying lower or possibly not at night time. You know what I mean? All carbon carbon composites on aircraft to make them lighter and more efficient. And you know what I mean? The automotive industry, it doesn't look resilient, but I know automotive plays a massive role in aviation in terms of transport, ground maintenance, and also engineering as well, like wheels and pistons and all that. So I'm not going to say anything, but I think the future approach to automotive, it's they're not forward thinking. They're kind of just a car's always been a car. They're always looking at new designs of airplanes. But with cars, it's like they can't really. I know we can't really change the philosophy of a car, but we can change its carbon footprint and its economic impact on the world. And they're not even doing that at the moment. You know what I mean? They're not making enough investment. Or Volkswagen are lying about the emissions, the cars. They were actually higher than what they claimed in the advert. So, if that was in the aviation industry, they'd be getting sued. But yeah, it's not an industry I'd like to be in, the automotive industry. Maybe I might be in terms of engineering, or maybe future design or preliminary design on cars, because maybe I could have an impact then on cars, economic. But I would have to study automotive and automotive engineering, and I think not to be rude or crass here, but that's a little bit below my standards, if you know what I mean. I think that'd be a bit of a just a bit of a throwback, or like not really a very, I wouldn't say a smart move, but it would just be a little, I'd find it at the time maybe fun for a short while to get myself higher in engineering or whatever I want to do. But you never know where you find yourself, but it would be a bit of a step back, if you know what I mean, for me, because I find flying machines more exciting than cars, and I'm sure all of you do too. Well, I don't know, but I would love a job in aviation. Car industry, not so much, because everyone is the same. Well, yeah, you could say that, but they're more in the automotive industry. I think they're more interested in the advertising of a car than the actual engineering work. You never see a plane being advertised. You know what I mean? Maybe to the customers, but never on TV. Or we put all the money, and I hope, to the airplane safety, design, the engines, the resources of a plane, the plane's components and suppliers, design sheets and sheets. You use it on computers now. Wind tunnel testing, all that goes to an aeroplane. Whereas the automotive industry, or that's at least my uncle Dave knew someone who worked in the automotive industry, and he said half the money goes to the advertising of a car, and half the money goes to the staff, or the just But that was in 1994, was that? 1994? I know, I wonder what it's like now. Oh, got a loud squirrel. No. Look at that. But, no, I wouldn't want to find myself in an automotive background. Sure, if it's something that could, on my CV, for sure, I'm all for that, but it's not something I'd like to be in long term, if you know what I mean. I like it as a minor hobby, or a minor job, working in the automotive industry, but I find putting all my dedication towards flying machines that people might travel on one day, or the future generation, being a part of something bigger, you know what I mean, than a car that just transports families. If I could be a part of a team, or be a part of a company that designs great aeroplanes, like Boeing or Airbus, making structures and aerodynamic foils and, aeroplanes that people will sit on one day and be in first class and think, oh, what a lovely aeroplane. I'd love to be a part of that. I really would. I'd like to put all my efforts towards something that people would fly on, and a safe aeroplane than something that, I don't know. But no, I like it. If you got an aviation had the same attitude as you do in these, you would get big. I would get big. No, I think I'd get kicked out. Oh, I hate Panasonic. Well, Panasonic's he's talking about things that our supply chain don't include. Yeah. But the airplane suppliers, Boeing and Airbus don't make all their own stuff. They come from a wide variety of different countries and all that, and the metal and all that. And, I think in Airbus the tail fin's made in Spain, the wings are made in Broughton in Wales, the fuselage is made in. Is the fuselage made in France, or is the cockpit made in France? I think the cockpit's made in France, and the fuselage section is made in Toulouse. Toulouse is in France, not Germany. Fuselage section is made in Hamburg. Yeah, Hamburg, because Airbus is based in Hamburg, and Toulouse. Where else? Yeah. That's it. Hydraulics are made in, Broughton, and the engines obviously come from a wide variety of the suppliers like GE or General Electric, Pratt & Whitney, CFM, but Boeing, I'm not too sure, I'm not too familiar. It all gets delivered to their plant in Everett, or the South Carolina place where they're making they're not making any more Dreamliner -10s anymore. I think they're using that for the. Are they moving the 767 there, or the 7? They're moving something there, but what I heard, they're not making all the -10s have been made. Oh no, they were moving the Dreamliner out of the Everett factory. No, they're not making the Dreamliner in the Everett factory anymore. They're making it in the South Carolina plant. Because Boeing headquarters is in Washington, isn't it, or Boston, DC. So yeah, pretty interesting. But the suppliers of Boeing, I'm not too sure. I know that the wing and the aileron sections for the 767 were made in Italy. Was it Aerospatiale? Yeah, it was Aerospatiale made the wing for the 767. And Canada ship. I think it's the gears. I don't know. I'm not too sure. In terms of the supply chain for each aircraft, I'm not too sure. I read somewhere the Boeing 747 supply chain, they're moving supply chain. Not that the 747 will look different, but I don't know. The thing is, they're not making any 747s anymore. Yeah, WeGame says, when will the last 767 fly? Be sad for you and me. By the way, my fave 76. Oh, is it? Well, just because I like the 76. No. I don't know when the last 767 will fly. They'll probably still be flying. If the DC-9s, MD-11s that were made about 40, 50 years ago now, some old variants of a 737, 707 are still flying to today for military operation, and you'll be seeing 767s probably until 2050. They'll probably still be flying until 2050, but not in passenger service, probably in cargo, military, or presidential reasoning. I don't know, something like that. Presidential transport or something, or being modified to be used as a, I don't know, something in the military, defence or something. But yeah, you'll still be seeing 767s for a long time, maybe until 2050, but not flying passengers or anything. They're not even flying passengers now. Tibby have got plans to retire their 767s as well. GABYH, God rest you. And yeah, that'll be upsetting because I think Tibby operate the only 767s that fly out of Manchester now. Well, the 757, Jet 2, Holidays, 2E, but I see more 767s than 757s. But yeah. When do you reckon the 737 will be retired? I don't know. They're not going to remove that one. Hey, love the 737. Such a workhorse though, isn't it? It's a workhorse. A320? Oh, I don't know about the A320. It's got quite a bright future. Right, in the next video I'm going to try and make some solar gear. Invest. Because I need to start this video because it's about nearly midnight. But no, it's been nice to talk to you about planes and things like that. I've enjoyed it. My next Terraria video actually will be on Wednesday. Tomorrow! No, Thursday. Oblivion's tomorrow, but I'm making this Survival Line video at the moment, so it might be Oblivion tomorrow and then Survival Line, so hopefully I might be able to plan it in time. That's the thing, Survival Line last Tuesday was pushed to Thursday. I recorded it on Thursday. Oh no, Survival Line was on Thursday, sorry. So I'd be having to make my next Survival Line video when this Survival Line video is coming out, which will hopefully be on Wednesday or Thursday, or I don't know. It's been pushed back because of the editing nightmare of it. So you all guys have enjoyed. Enjoy yourself. Sorry about the stream and all that. It's okay if you don't make progress. Still good. I just hate not making progress. I need to get working on the solar stuff to fight the Pigron and possibly the Moon Lord, and then we can we'll nearly finish the game then, and then I can work more on my world. That's my plan. I've done everything in this game. I just need to fight Pigron, Fishron, Moon Lord, and then I can work on making my world a nicer place and all that. I just don't want to waste videos, if you know what I mean. See you later. Bye.